Hello everybody! How are we all doing today? Welcome on into the Tuesday stream. It's good to have you here. Welcome in Juna, Raina, Silime, Suba, and everyone else maybe lurking. How you doing? And I did little... I know it says it's for nods, but... Oh no, it's Dancy! I thought it was the Silime nodders. But I like the dance, Silime. In schoolwork jail. If it makes you feel better, I've got to do work. This is gonna be a pain. But I hope schoolwork is going well for you. I hope that it is treating you nicely. And I hope that making good memories while you're there. Sorry, my eye's itchy. And annoyingly, I scratched it, and it makes me want to scratch it more. Good scratch. Good scratch. I didn't really do a lot today. Like, if I'm to be honest, to avoid the barking dog from the neighbor, I'm sleeping in later and later. Today I woke up at 12:30. As 12 is when the dog stops barking. That's still 6 hours of barking. It's so bad. It starts at 6 a.m. and... nothing we can do. But... I was curious if anyone noticed this. On Discord, I'm actually a little bit glad that they're adding more things with this. As a part of their membership for quite a while, Discord has had server boosts. Where, if you're on the standard subscription, you can add 2 server boosts to any server you want. You can split them between 2 or just put them both on one. And they've slowly been adding in perks. So if you want a server tag, like that's next to your name, there has to be 3 boosts in the server. One of the things that they are testing out, and I think this is, in my opinion, good, you can set up a server for various games. So for example, Stardew Valley. You know, a starter plan requires 3 server boosts and you get 6 players. Or 6 people able to be on there at once. And I kind of like this as a feature because I've seen some really big streamers where they're like, oh yeah, we got to level 3, which is 7 boosters. That's 4 people with, you know, the Discord Turbo, whatever it's called. You know, boosting the server. That's not a lot. And then you get a lot of people who would still be going, oh, and I'm going to boost, I'm going to boost, going to boost. And like, well, what are you going to do with all the points? Like, well, why not have servers for games? Trying to get my music started. And where is this? Oh, they changed their name. So I was looking at my Discord list and I'm like, I see a server has a notification, but I don't recognize. I recognize now. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. So today we've got to do some unwraps. I'm not overly keen on the light posts. I feel like they may need better detailing. But for now it works. But yes, we gotta start unwrapping everything and It's gonna be a pain. Oop, got rid of the wrong thing. So to unwrap something, I don't even recall if I did it for like the couch and whatnot. But we now have the menus. No, it wasn't. I just put pilot in the wrap. What is the X? Oh, right, the X's are the weights, which is the basic default one. Which, if it works, it works. But like, the unwrapping was just poorly done in the past because, again, we wouldn't ever get a proper view of it. But like this was quite literally screenshot. If I could, what I would love to do is stretch this out to be a proper square again and put an image on it. That way it would look, I don't know, scrunched up a little bit. Even though it's not really how a blanket should be. But I'm going to have to go through everything that I've added in. So for example, these lights. It can't be how it's unwrapped here because, oh, this big bit here is for a little tiny strip. And if we turn on this, I don't think that was the one. There we are. Yeah, we can see the checkerboard pattern. You can see there's some stretching in areas. And you get to here and it's just bleh. Yeah, like the base of the room was done. I just kind of got lazy when it came to couch. IKEA. And yeah, outside. Oh, it's gonna be a pain to do it all. And this is the stuff I wanted to do when I was house sitting, and I didn't get around to it. But quite literally, right, for some reason you can't see the a couple of the camera angles are broken. Now clicking that. Actually, what if I go select camera? There we are. It just needed a couple extra in the far clip pane. Because now I can just go to UV camera based. What I usually use, smooth UV tool. All right. I need this one. If an image is red, it means it's backwards or flipped. Blue is the correct way. So the tool that I like is you can select all the UVs and we get this itty bitty little thing down here. It's really hard to see. It has unfold and release. Unfold spreads it out. Oh, sorry, not release. Relax. Relax will make it usually contract a bit. It acts really weird. However, if we have it back when it's red, unfold brings everything in because it's trying to get blue to show up front. Relax will still just do the weird. Person dinner with next pick. Woo! What you got for dinner tonight? Ooh. Ooh. I want food. I feel very hungry today. Well, guys, needs to stop being so hard. First of all, welcome on in, Sunny. Unfortunately, that's the price of competitive. Actually, what I will have to do, like the edge, this entire edge, and we should be able to come in here. If I remember which button it is, I believe it's this one here, the separate UVs along the selected edge. Did it a couple times. There we are. We now have them separated, so that way it's easier to texture what's the light and what's the frame. But again, we're still just going to have to go into smooth, unfold, and again. Yeah. And main reason I'm putting it up here in this corner, I'm not gonna put it inside of it. I know it's separate. Is just so that way we can share the UV space with something else. What button was it again? Click. But yeah, these squares look, well, a little nicer. The fact that it's just round will, well, circular makes it a bit harder, but still. It's what makes it special and chicken curry. Oh. That does sound really nice. Okay, so what I have to do now is duplicate this one, move it over to the top, okay. Turn off this. Hello, Phyllis. Guten Tag to you too. Oh, I never read out everyone's fortune cookies. What am I forgetting? Phyllis, let not your hand be stretched out to receive, and shut when you should repay. Good philosophy. You know, you should make sure to, treat more than happy to help others. But don't expect, payment for your action. As Subas, fear is just excitement in need of an attitude adjustment.
Syphilis 155 says Guten Tag Suba Phoenix.
Guten Tag. Yeah. Some things that do make us scared is also something that can make us, happy and excited. Arena, fortune cookie. He who climbs a ladder must begin at the first step. Not always true. I sometimes start the second step. But still, it falls under the whole, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You need to take that step if you want action to happen, or results. And Junas, perhaps you've been focusing too much on spending. Ooh. Fortune is calling him out. You're invincible? As long as you are enjoying your games. That's what I always say. Why is one of these lower? Alright, we keep the one that has been unwrapped. We can move it over here. Delete the other one. I gotta sneeze. Ah, 2 sneezes. Alright, so the ceiling lights are all done. I should also select them all and then freeze their transforms. So now they all exist on the exact same spot. That's me, thank you. Mother's birthday was on a Sunday. Well, happy birthday to your mother. I hope they had a nice day. Right, I got my 2 PCs. Right, do I want to... Because we're never going to see the back of it, I'm fine with it being very bland. You know, not having all the ports and cables. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn on just the grey again, because we really don't need that. Why is it reacting this way? Like, why is it... I may have clicked something. Okay, I guess it's just reacting weirdly to the checker pattern. Alright, we need to find our side view. Even though we can't see it, we can still go into a camera-based. I'll just do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wrong one. This is the above view. As you can see, like, it will always fill it to be a square, and we'll have to manually squish it ourselves. Let's select. I wanted to include this little bit on the inside the vents. I mean, it's gonna make some weird stretching when this is unwrapped. I can guarantee it. Oop. Then front. This one here, we can do the above. The reason this is separate is this is a light up panel. And then all of these could be the side bits, so I can just go to this one. We have vents. There's where I have to then go shrink. Surprisingly, this is the similar scale to the side bit, so that's good. Bit here. Okay, that's the top and bottom. These side bits, we shrink them right down. There you go. Okay, then this is the part with it. Well, actually, no, the first step, separate it. And if it's red, we flip it. Flip. 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 There we go. It just couldn't be easy, could it? There we go. Going to put them. Why? All right. The middle of the button. Bad question. Why is there just a red symbol there? But like, this is definitely one of those long, tedious process. If I'm to be honest, I wish I had Dead Sun on the call. I love talking to Dead Sun. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. There's one little thing, if you try to unfold, you see how it scrunches. As a tip, you make it massive. And it will shrink down, but essentially, that's how you would do it. But it's because of how weird the geometry is for the front, it doesn't want to play nice. Which makes me feel as though this inner part will have to be a separate unwrap. Which is what I didn't really want to do, but it... not the end of the world. Oop. Hang on. Yeah, I never selected these bits. How is everyone doing? Anyone else working on something? I'll have to fix that up in a bit. Is anyone working on any projects or just relaxing? Well, I'm just trying out the OP early faith build in Dark Souls. Or Elden Ring. I'm curious what the OP early faith build would be, because well, I am doing a faith build myself in the game. But it hasn't really been OP, purely because I am very squishy, and I got to the point where you can cheese. It chased the runes, and it just made me think, like, if this is the intended gameplay, is to use the cheese method, I'm like, oh. But the main downside I've noticed with Faith is apparently a lot of bosses, just because of how the lore for Elden Ring was done, a lot of bosses are resistant to Faith. But it did make me think, it would be fun to have like a 2-player session of it, where one person does offensive-based faith magic, and the other one does like the offensive sorceries. And it's just the two different types as constant magic, and pew 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 pew. Smooth. Doing winners down here but just because of the triangles. Alternative. Go to the gray screen. I think it's intended route, but oversight. They're not just saying take out broken things. It's just odd because of the like not intended route from developers. But I mean, like, you read about or you even watch things about the game. And the reason I want to do the bird thing myself is because I've seen a lot of people at that one spot attacking that one bird, and I'm like, huh, wonder how people get here. And I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah, once you get to the lakes, you can just do it. You gotta be Godfrey the Grafted, but yeah, that's it. That's the only requirement. And you can now become overpowered. I'm like, oh. Unfold's gonna be wanting to be weird. The manual unfold. And there's little vent bits. I'm probably gonna line things up myself because yeah, some of these lines just aren't right. What if I just... 1, 2... Oh, it's probably because of the down here as well. Why some of the bulge is happening. Try cutting them. Separates. And then I'll just align these. Remember, every day is great at your Junes. I don't think this is going to be all that needed to try and make things look neat, especially when I kind of consider my extra style. But I'm going to want to try to make things look a little bit nice. I want to try and learn how to use Substance Painter to make things look nice. Like, I bought it last year, I think it was. Never touched it. And I sold my TF2 item for it, like my strange frying pan. Like the world, you like my kebab or kebab? I say kebab. Perhaps. We need to unwrap the world. Next, if it was raining, could have used it as a drying pan. Salam, the fact that you're saying that, okay. I had the frying pan when it came out because you got it with Left 4 Dead. I believe I spent $5 to get the special grease that turns it into a strange frying pan, so you can, it would give you a kill count. I then spent $2, I think it was, for a name change item, so I could change it to the drying pan, and another $2 after that, so that the description of the item was saying, I would use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan. That was entirely the joke that I had for it. The only downside is that I only got to ever really use it once. Because I played the game with a friend, and unfortunately, friendship ended not long after I got it. So I just never had a reason to return to the game because, the person I played it with wasn't there. But it's like last year I saw the on Steam Marketplace, it was now valued like a couple $100. I was like, alright, well, I might as well sell it. The only downside is, if I ever return to the game, I won't have it anymore. These two here just need to be a little bit wider. And like, a lot of this is just how it is. Only the front really needed an unwrap. Because everything else is just flat. Now the hard part, laying everything out. I'll make this bigger than it should technically be. But if I select all of these, I can move it so that this crosshair is in the middle of the grid, or as close to it. And then now it fits. Open up my drink. Yeah, let's chat. duplicate it. Build the game PC, freeze transforms. I was going to add its UVs to another item, but I think because we have two PCs, I can change up the colors a little. They have two variations. Current underside to this? No. Okay, that makes it easy. UV, camera based. We smooth it. And there we go. Technically, if I wanted to, I can make this fit most of it, and then I can use any image as the mouse pad. Because why not? I think I might do that. Okay, next up, keyboard. It's gonna be a hard one. Let's shrink it first. And we have the keys. Keys do not have a bottom. Thankfully, they don't. So technically, I can just select these edges, cut them, and then it should work. Downside is so many keys on a keyboard. Yeah, thankfully it doesn't have any weird keys like cat face ones. It's just a standard keyboard. It's just got cat ears in its shape, and it's pink. My fan is making a weird squeaky noise, and I don't like it. Next song, please. Hard to get 2 Digimon songs in a row. Considering I think there's only 3 Digimon songs in the entire playlist. But I need to add like the Final Fantasy X music. I completely forgot about adding that in. I also need to do... Well, I need to look through The World Ends With You a bit better. Because initially what had happened is I found a Reddit post where someone had managed to get a collection of every version of the base game's music. But they were cut in a way that it was the soundtracks in the game, so it loops weird. Like, so it can actually loop, basically. But it's weird for us because of how it just cuts. Nearly halfway there. Well, I thought I was nearly done. Like clicking all these keys. No, we gotta do the other side of them. I feel so tired. I do apologize, this is a lot lower energy stream than normal. But this is something that I had to do. And if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. I mean, thinking about like another game to stream, and like I said in the past, like Final Fantasy V, a very I don't know if I could hear myself talk or if there was someone outside, but yeah. But I've talked to, I said in the past, I want to play Final Fantasy V. My first Final Fantasy game. I don't really know a lot of the story, surprisingly enough. Like, I know when the Pixel Remaster collection was coming out, I had bought them all. And I intended to play through them all. I believe I played through 1 and 2. I was like, oh, next is 3, and I just never played it. But I feel like if Square Enix were to ever go, hey, look, we're gonna re-release the games again. I'm gonna be honest, I want them to do it at the Pixel style, but please, use the Game Boy Advance version, like, as the basis. Because, you know, the game was on the Super Nintendo, I believe. And when they eventually did re-releases in the GBA era, as well as, like, the mobile phone, they added in extra job classes and extra post-game stuff. I think like with Final Fantasy 1, they had an entire dungeon themed around super bosses. And I remember playing on the GBA and I went into there by accident. And I got stuck because I saved in there. But, you know, Final Fantasy V had unique job classes, and it's the same with the Tactics Remaster game they released. When it came out on PSP, and I think it was the PSP version, and then I think mobile phones, they added in extra jobs, so you could become a Dark Knight. And these were more, you know, specialty jobs that have since become more staples in the Final Fantasy series, as well as being able to be like, hey, you really like how this character had this unique skill? Well, you can have a slightly weaker version of it on anyone. So that character's still unique, but your characters can get these really cool skills. And then yeah, they released the new remasters, and like, nah, you get any of that. There's not even a thing in the settings to give it to you, which I think would be a really good middle ground. Like, because when you go to start the game, they go, oh, do you want to play the original style or the War of the Lion style? Only one will give you achievements. And I found out that if you chose the other styles, when you would have gone the CG cutscenes, and you had to go into one of the menus if you want to actually watch them yourself in the proper game. These are gonna come out very weird. Which means I'm gonna have to manually straighten all these out. It's weird how all of these are unwrapping to the exact same shape of deformities. Oh, it's gonna be twice as big keyboard. Hello, Blubby. How you doing? I am unwrapping everything I have been modeling my VTuber world. It's a lot. Like here, what's like they do. Like here's my little piece. This is actually my real world PC setup. My two PCs are actually raised off the ground though. And they got cables coming out the back. But I need to unwrap this. I gotta unwrap my couch, so I never unwrap the couch. Maybe unwrap the bookcase a bit better, but at the same time, I don't really mind it being its weirdness. I got a door. And then I've got all this stuff out here that I have to unwrap as well. And then I need to texture it. It's gonna be a pain. You're modeling your IRL PC too. Ooh. I point out your lack of completely unnecessary lamp at your desk. I actually do not have a lamp. IRL, I've got a beam that goes above or just to the side of me, and I have it set to a purple light, and that's what illuminates me. Also, I hope you're doing well, Pab Lucas. I don't think I got to say hello to you before. I was a bit distracted. But this is going to be quite a bit of work. If I go back into here, we also have a top of a building. But this is all using the interior wall texture because just how I did it. You're feeling damn good? I'm glad to hear it. Have my start menu pop up or search or something. Thankfully, there's no doxy information there. I'm alright. I'm a little bit sleepy. And doing this is going to be a pain. And it's making me feel even more tired. You know what? Because of how painful this is, I'm just going to Comic Sans all the numbers and letters. No one can stop me. Also, Plobby, because you said you're modeling your setup as well. Are you modeling yours out for a special project, or are you just modeling for fun? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow's the day I get to play Dark Souls with Silime. I miss Silime. Been 87 years. So for fun, might go through the whole work to make a game ready as a VTuber prop. I 100% understand how painful it is. Like, so this is for my VTuber hub world. I want to have my VTuber, likely my chibi, run around. Yeah, partially inspired by doing Swift. I've yet to properly go to any of their streams, but I really liked what I saw when I saw their clips, and I'm like, you know what? Can you share a link? You can share a link. Hopefully you can share a link. If not, you may have to DM it to me. I don't know if I have links turned off. Okay, links are disabled. You can feel free to DM it to me on Discord, and I can look at it. Okay, let me snooze ads. I think it's in moderation. Alright, I just turned off blocking links, so you should be able to send it now as well, if you would like to share it with people. Oh, you sent it. Click. Is it? This is way more advanced than anything that I can make. And that is cool. Look at this. Got your graphics card plugged in. That's where your CPU is, with your water cooling, fans and your RAM. Down here, your giant brick hard drive. I know all about the hard drives. And it gets the most power because I don't really know where I'm going with the bit. Oh, that's super cool. I would love to be able to work in high detail like that. I've never been good at it though. Like, as you can see, my texture style is very basic and I don't even have good lighting. But yeah, I want to learn. The key is high details, not enough better quality, pretty much. But my plan. This is one big Engon. My plan is to, if I have, you know, if this is my virtual world, I want little characters or robots to represent chat to just walk around. Like, and interact with the world. Like, I have a entire stream game planned in my head. I know how I would program it up. But my problem is I don't feel like I can develop the game side of things without the world being there. And then I'm going to be able to start building up the battle system once I have a proper world. But then I'm going to need the robots, which means I need to stop, take a break to model an actual robot, make it work, and I can go from there. PC, your scene are all going to be pieces based on old 90s one. Why didn't I do that? I miss those big ones. It's not able to have a song he has on a bench. Probably. But I don't know. Moderation. Yeah, I've got the start of a noodle shop. What? Like, I got the basis of one from a while back. I'm gonna bring that in. Yeah, its shape may change a little bit because I wanted to have stream. Oh, sorry, I have the program thing register stream streak. And I wanted to have a board in there about the current stream streak. And I would call the noodle shop Hot Nudes because noodles. Funny. And I'd be like, oh, who's streaking today? Ha 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 ha. But I don't know when I'm going to be done making my little virtual world. I'm hoping that realistically, if I could work on this on a daily basis and get that motivation, like that drive to work on it, 1 to 2 months tops, and I would have everything done. But unfortunately, it feels as, you know, I have that feeling where it's like life is beating you down and you don't want to work on stuff. Which is why I work on it on stream, because that way I gotta actually work on it, or I feel like I'm disappointing everyone. Wish your follow doesn't work on Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is not a good browser. I mean, it might be better nowadays, but I just remember it always being bad. I mean, I remember back on Windows Vista era, I believe. Or it could have just been after Vista. They made an anime trailer where Internet Explorer is an anime girl, a magical anime girl. And I remember people sharing it, being like, oh my goodness, this is going to be like the best anime ever. And I was like, no, this is just an advertisement. Like, for a product. Like, it's not. Not an actual series. Alright, I've used up all of my snoozes. We've got ads in 3 minutes. I'm giving the warning now. Thanks for anime is as slow as IRL. But like, all these will never cut properly. It was portrayed as like viruses were like robotic beings and hunting her down, and she had like a magical shield that was in the shape of like the Windows antivirus. But like for the time, it was a high cost or high value like animation. And yeah, I just remember everyone, like all these people online being like, oh my goodness, this is what we want, and then it didn't happen. And then we got the Hyperdimension Neptunia games, which was something. One wasn't even cut either. There we go. Oh, I've got to straighten them all out. Same time. That's how it's meant to be. Cut that. Okay, the ad is now starting. If you do get the ad, thank you for watching an ad. It does help support the channel. Go get yourself something to eat, drink, stretch, go to the bathroom, all the other good stuff you need. I'll be right here waiting for you all to come on back. See, like this bottom bit here, we're never going to see it. It is quite literally just... The keyboard itself does have some decals. Owls. Like, there's meant to be cat ears drawn on, which goes over the escape key, and there's whiskers on each side, but I'm not gonna model them. Right, next annoying part is I now have to straighten out all the keys. And technically, these bits shouldn't be straightened, but you know what? They're mostly going to be the same color. And the ones that aren't, we're never going to really get a close look at them.
Snowflakes only on your face. A cold wind blows away.
Like these.
From this treasure place, but in our memories it stays. This is where we say farewell, and wind it feels a little colder now. Heat turns brighter like a spell, but left us apart.
Worked for the most part.
This is where we saw it through. Thinking then this friendship it was built to last. Here we swore away the truth. Two paths that were forged in our past.
Oh wait, these two shouldn't be selected. There we go.
Snowflakes only on your face. A cold wind blows away.
And we're done from the ad break. Welcome back, everyone.
Left her from this treasure
That time I did one line of keys. That's not even the uppity downy ones. It's lefty righty. I believe you meant helmet change. I'll do it manually. There you go. I just changed it for you for free, Juna. Welcome back. How's your stream going? How is your avatar? Have you mastered any of the elements?
Thinking then this friendship it was built to last. Here we swore away the truth. Two paths that were forged in our past.
See this person? Yeah. I see them. One of the things that I was watching earlier today.
I'm hanging on to the other side. I won't give up till
Look, just mentioning Avatar. I saw people complaining about the Magic card game because of power creep in the game now. And yeah, people are complaining about the power creep. Being like, oh, we've never had an issue with power creep until Universes Beyond became a thing. And yeah, I get it. Like the example they showed off, there was a a card in the Avatar set, which acts as an aura, and it's gives one of your cards a +1/+1. And it's like if it dealt damage or something, at the end of the turn, it would double the amount of +1/+1 counters that card had on it. It costs, I think it was 1 green, 3 colorless mana if you want to summon it, or to bring out the enchantment. In the Ninja Turtle set, there's a card that does very similar, where it adds the +1/+1. At the end of your, well, if that creature attacks, it doesn't have to deal damage or anything. You double the +1/+1 counters. And then there was another effect, I can't remember what it was, but it's like if this card has more than 10 strength, something else happened. People are like, oh, the power creep, this is terrible. Oh, this has ruined the game. I'm like, no? I mean, yeah, that's a bit of an overpowered card. A card combo to get. Especially because, like, the Ninja Turtle aura is 1 green, 1 colorless. So it's 2 mana cheaper to bring out. But there's a lot of removals that have been added in as well. Whereas, like, destroy an artifact, a enchantment, a creature, anything. It just doesn't get to exist anymore. And I'm like, I think that could be a reason for a power creep to be seen. Because the amount of removals that can now exist, why would you risk putting out a high cost card? If, you know, your opponent can be like, nah, get rid of it. Like, I was playing against Juna the other night because we both have the Magic Arena game. I'm like, yeah, let's learn a little bit. So I used the Chocobo deck. And every time I use it, like, the Chocobo deck relies on getting, you know, the Chocobo racetrack. So that way you get... Sorry, my mind just blanked out, like, what ones I was doing. And so, like, every time a land comes out, you get a Chocobo. Simple. But if it gets destroyed, well, that sucks to be me. Because my entire deck is revolved around getting it out. And I have a creature that allows me to get a second land out every turn. And if he gets destroyed, that's terrible for me. Once it's gone, it's gone. You know, I can't get it back. So there are counters to the deck style. And because of, you know, the cost of the cards, you know, it is a risky play to make that your, well, your strategy. So I can see why they would make some cards cheaper. Either way, I look at the enchantments though, and I'm like, yeah, these are going to be entering my green deck. Because you can get the Final Fantasy Green or Earth Crystal. It makes all green spells cost 1 less to use. So that 1/1, or 1 green, 1 colorless one that people were annoyed about will just become 1 green. And the card says whenever a card is to get a +1/+1 counter, double the amount that it gets. So all these people going, oh man, this card here says that when it attacks, it can double the 1/1 or +1/+1 counters it has. I'm like, yeah, but if I have the Earth Crystal, it's now quadrupled it. And if I have any other Earth Crystals there, you know, that's gonna increase. Why is this one missing a line? Why is this one an Engon? How weird. I also missed one of these steps. Now this is gonna be a bit more painful. Okay, next line. Going to do a quick save. I definitely feel like I'm going to need to get new music. Hearing all these songs once a week was alright, but now that I listen to the same songs during like the Minecraft streams, and it's gone to like 3 times a week, I'm like, oh, some of them are starting to get to me. I still enjoy them, but oh, variety would be nice. Or maybe I just add more to it. Yeah, I think just add more to it. I sworn I had a weird notification pop up on my phone. Nearly halfway there. I thought we were further along, but no, we gotta do the uppity downy. Also, chat, remember to blink. I've not been blinking. I'm like, that kind of is how it goes when doing a lot of the stuff, because like it feels very fiddly of what you got to do. So you just kind of stare without blinking. Just not good. Alright, now I need to individually select them and go, like, instead of doing all of them at once. But like, some of these aren't getting done right. So I need to control Z quite a bit. So I can only do the left side, and then I need to do the right side with a different. Welcome in, James. 85 streams straight, my goodness. Fallout 3 Remastered was leaked again. Like, McFarlane Toy Line. That's kind of interesting. Hopefully, it is real. Two hydrates. Healthy hydrate. And unhealthy hydrate. How am I? I'm alright. I am slowly making all these keys sit very straight for when we texture the keyboard. I've got a lot I gotta unwrap and texture, my goodness. You know what I should do? And this is going to add random busy work, but it's going to make me feel accomplished by the end of it. I should make a list of everything I need to unwrap and texture. And go from there. That way, at the end of the stream, I can be like, alright, we've done these ones. Wow, look how far we are along.
Let's go, let's feel the pressure, stepping over the line. Give it an
If they're going to do something with Fallout 3, they use Fallout 3 OG, not remaster.
now you're running behind. Don't stop, don't let them notice.
But I'm excited to see a Fallout remaster. Like, I know it's going to be either Unreal Engine or likely Unreal Engine. I doubt they're going to use their creative thing or whatever it's called. Or creation. Like, when I had, in all honesty, I did have some issues with how the Oblivion remaster looked. Like, knowing it's how they used, I think it was like metahumans, I think it was. And then like, apologies to people who love Unreal Engine, but it's like the standard Unreal Engine graphical glitches. You know, like screen tears and whatnot, or, you know, phantom imagery. And I'd constantly see it, and I'm like, wah, wah, wah. But, you know, I know Unity has issues, and it's like every engine has issues. So I guess it really comes down to, like, would I prefer to see the Unreal Engine issues, or would I rather see the Creation Engine issues that Bethesda has? It's like, I remember seeing, I think it was a Spiffing Brit video. I know it's a thing that I've seen with quite a few people say, actually, but they're the only one whose name I can remember at the moment. But I remember when they were looking for exploits in some games, they're like, oh, this game's made in Unity, which means we can use all the Unity exploits that we know. And granted, there are Unity exploits, but a lot of the exploits that people have is because when you're first learning game dev with Unity, you're told to save things in your player prefs. And like, this could be temporary information that you're storing, or maybe it's your full save file. You know, it all depends on the individual. But a lot of the bug that I see people talk about with it is more or less someone didn't think to essentially clear the cache between sessions. Like, you do the whole quit to title, reload, and be like, oh look, it kept this calculation, but it didn't save it. Yay! And that's just kind of what it is. A lot of people who teach will be like, oh, what you want is a don't destroy on load. And have this load into every area. Your game manager will be like, hey, does this exist? No, I better create it. It does exist? Okay, I won't create it. And when you return to the title screen, you need another script that says, hey, does this exist? Yes? Delete it. You know, just to clear it. Because people aren't putting that in, because no one really thinks to check, put into title for bug testing, that's what creates a lot of these issues. I feel like there might be something similar for Unreal, but it would all just be down to like how the lessons are given to you. Now, normally, whenever I've seen like the Unity tutorials, they'll mention the don't destroy on load for the game manager. I've kind of sat here and thought to myself, like, how would I do it? And I just think I can have a save system, and then if I wanted to transfer information between scenes, I can use a scriptable object that's not in the scene. Technically, it should work still. I haven't thought like, oh, how am I going to do like a save system? I don't actually need anything all that complex. I'm gonna manually stretch that one out. VR chat updating on Friday. I don't really use VR chat, but hopefully the people who do enjoy the update. Although I'm guessing it's just more or less framework, because I believe a lot of it is like the models you can use and the worlds are just user created. And I'm guessing just downloaded when you want to use it. Been doing an evil playthrough in Fallout 3, Tales 2 Wasteland, Blunt Megaton killed 3 dog. Finally new DJ kind of blowing stellar power armor from a fort. I've seen a few people doing like the evil runs in Fallout 3 lately. And it's like, it's funny because a lot of people were like, no, don't do this. It's like, well, it's an evil run. You gotta, no, that's too evil. It's like, I don't think they understand what evil means. Oh, but you're more heroic today. Honestly, it would actually be fun doing a Fallout run, either of 3, New Vegas, or Tale of 2 Wastelands. And I guess dice roll it. Whereas like the Replicated Man, a teaser for Fallout 4. Yeah, it'd be interesting where it's like, oh, will you turn him in or not? It's like, alright, roll the dice, I'll flip a coin, like, Ah, gotta be evil. Alright, we're turning him in. Like, it wouldn't be, you know, the evil for everything. Oh, sorry, not evil for everything. It wouldn't be like a dice roll for everything. It would have to be for the quest. Like, you can't be like, I don't like this NPC. Do I shoot him? Ah, gosh darn it. I guess I can't shoot him. Oh, wait, but I just reload the area. Do I shoot the NPC now? No? Ah. Like, you can't just do that. Like, you have to honor the dice. And plus, if you see raiders attacking you, you're obviously going to fight back. It would just have to be for quests and dialogue, I guess. Still, it's fun. Can't kill the new DJ though, that don't exist in world space. So I didn't even realize that there would be a new DJ. Like, I do kind of miss going back a few years now. Just some of the ridiculousness that Bethesda would do. Like, I still find it hilarious that they made that Skyrim very special edition. Where it was the text-based adventure. This is so tedious. And I know what I was doing in Minecraft was tedious, but this is advanced tedious. Minecraft, the technician who you never meet in the game becomes it. What I would be interested in seeing, yeah, if Fallout 5 comes out and, you know, you get to meet the radio presenter, because you got to meet them in Fallout 4. Yeah, I would like it that if you did choose to kill them, you would have them be replaced by a machine. You know, a potential Simpson reference, potential real world reference. Because like the Simpsons had it where the radio host, like in the episode where Bart gets an elephant, the radio host threatened that if they don't get him the elephant, their job is going to be replaced by a machine. And I would like to see that as like the outcome of your actions. It's like, oh, you killed this person? Well, a machine's taken over. And then, like, continue the thing where it's like with 3Dog and whatnot, where it's like, looks like our Vault, or the Lone Wanderer, or whatever he's called, the Vault Dweller, like, looks like he went off and found paradise. Unfortunately, he decided to burn it to the ground. Whoa, like, Wonder why he would have gone and done something like that when the world was just becoming a little bit greener. You know, and it says things like that. I would like a robot voice to be like, just have sound bites and have it be like, oh, the Vault Dweller, like, was seen at Paradise. But what happened there? Yowza would not want to be them. Here's popular song. Now you just make the radio just that little bit more lifeless because of your action of killing the radio host. And it would be similar to Fallout 4, because in Fallout 4 in Diamond City, they have the radio host and the guy's very timid. He's like, hey guys, have you ever had an issue with this in life? No. Sorry for trying to relate. Here's this song. And then you'll play a song. And there's a quest line where like a bartender will ask you to stage a bar fight with him. And I think it's like after like he becomes that little bit more confident. And then I think he goes off to do something else to prove that he has become tough. And you then have to assist him without him knowing you're there. So like use a sniper rifle at a right moment or something. I don't know. I can't really remember. And then after that moment, he will now be confident. Be like, yeah. Have a great day, everyone. You know what? I looked out today, seeing how everyone was, interacting. Really goes, like, puts it into perspective how wonderful this world can be. Here's this song. And, your actions, again, influence the personality. So that's why I would like a negative action to have him replaced with a robot. So I guess like if you killed 3 Dog, as you said it, you get Margaret the technician. And I guess every time you put on the radio now, you're reminded of the fact that you killed 3 Dog. Now I don't know what Margaret the technician is like because I've never killed 3 Dog myself. But yeah, I would like to believe that as you play, you're like, oh man, why'd I do that?
I never feel like so miserable. I never knew I'm thinking this will last forever. Baby, stay with me. You gotta say no, you're
Also, Margaret's to know you killed 3 Dog when they speak on the radio. Interesting.
so different now. It doesn't seem like we've been far apart through your life.
But I guess that kind of disappoints me a little bit because that means
It doesn't seem like it will last forever, my life.
if they don't know that you killed 3 Dog, then they're gonna still sing you praises based on your actions throughout the game. It'd be cool if Margaret was more like who do they think they're fooling? You know what, Wastelanders, I would steer clear of them if I were you. Don't let them into your settlement. Looks like they're doing something with Project Purity. You know what? I wouldn't trust anything, any of the drinking water after they're done with it. Again, just have you live with the consequences of your actions.
You gotta tell me you're not over me. My life would turn out
Sort of like how like
so cruel.
you can blow up Megaton.
Just give me something that proves you're not fooling.
And then you just don't have access to a lot of Megaton anymore. Like the area is irradiated. It looks bad. Yeah, it's the consequence of your action, and yeah, you might be like, oh, well, I didn't get to do this quest here. I didn't pick up the bobblehead. Oh, well, that sucks. Consequences. Ah, keyboard's done. That I was doing the top line. Well, sorry, I finished one set of lines when we came back from the ads. That was 43 minutes ago. Perhaps I just said to press, and they said someone killed 3 dog. They also say hopefully find somebody new to replace them. They don't really talk about the Lone Wanderer. Ah, that's interesting then, because I guess 3 dogs more invested in what you're doing. Whereas they'd be like, nah, this isn't for me. These can be small because these are at the back. You normally wouldn't. We won't actually get to see these. Actuality. Like, oh, whatever, have some music. They did. Oh. Yeah. In that case, I do like it because that radio station is now a constant reminder that you don't get the enjoyment of 3 dog. You know, with the whole say, the Wastelanders, it's me, 3 dog. Oh! Lone Wanderers making waves out there. I heard they went to the Brotherhood of Steel. You just gotta wonder, is their steel hard enough for them? Either way, let's hope they stay on the Brotherhood's good side. Coming up next, 60s rock. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7. And like, I don't know, 3 dog was always the constant reminder if you did do good or bad. So removing him is just, it is bad. I did see, like, apparently, like, there's the quest line where you had to get the elderly lady, like, the violin and sheet music. And then she gives you access to her radio station, which is classical violin music. But apparently, even if you kill her immediately after finishing the quest, the radio will still play. Surprisingly, the Brotherhood still doesn't know you killed 3 dog and they assume he's still alive. Oh, I need to ask you this, James. Will you... like, how are you going to handle Project Purity? Out of curiosity, like... are you going to give them the clean water? Next I go to the mouse. Why? Back down here. It goes, yeah, that's the bottom. We don't really need to worry about it. I wonder if I can just get away with smooth. I mean, I can see the basic shape of it all, so I think that would actually work. Even though I should make cuts along the usual. Hello, Big Lee! How you doing? I am slowly unwrapping everything. My goodness. Such an undertaking. But how you doing? I hope you're having a good morning. Again, this is a terrible way to unwrap the mouse. I should be cutting little lines like here, 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 here. That way it unwraps like a cube. Actually, let me grab the mouse itself. I mean, it's all pink except for where the clickety-clack part is. There is technically meant to be a little button here. But... it'll be fun like that. 1 and 2. Doing it right probably won't go in clean water. I like the commitment. Assuming that's the bottom. I'm gonna cut that. Make it big. Smooth. Even though we don't get to see a lot of this, I'm gonna make it a proper unwrap. And then over here, where it's the side. In that song, I do not like that higher pitched screech that it does. It actually reminds me of like one of the Hatsune Miku songs. I don't know what it's called. I just know that when they added her to Fortnite, they made it the... I don't know if it's when you're diving or the paraglider, one of the two. But it's one of the tunes they play for her. And she has a high-pitched squeal, and it's an instant headache, and I hate it. And I was like, no offense to people who like Hatsune Miku, but just can't handle it. Two more hydrates. Unhealthy hydrate. Healthy hydrate. Stream Deck's gonna be a bit of a pain. Everything's gonna be a bit of a pain. Wah, 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 wah. Why? Why? Wah. First, the rotation of my foot pedal. Something else I can unwrap. I've got to do the plants, the vending machine, like the coils. Ugh. I can just use the default coil. It's very purpley. I've got my rock. And look at the bench, like, realistically, you'd look at the ground and be like, oh, the ground would be easy. Yeah, you could just snap. But it's how to make it tileable and what it's going to be. The planning ahead of it. Go back to the room. No, this isn't gonna work. It never works. If I smooth it, that's the weird T shape I get. I'm just thinking to myself, how do I want to handle even this? Just because there's so many little fiddly bits with everything. Like, if I could get the arm straight, I know how I'd unwrap it. And if I can be like, oh, it's just black metal. Which one do I do next? I can do Stream Deck. To the desk. I mean, the desk, I've just got a pure white desk with black legs on it. And the tops and bottoms of these aren't ever actually seen. You know, that there is just a leg. All 5 of them. If we go a top-down view, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's not going to be a singular object. That's the bottom.
Fragments of those memories are scratching my nerves, and I am hearing their voice in deepest reverb. I've got to get out of this flame before I'm tamed. Why can't you leave me alone for just
I do apologize. There's not a lot going on with the stream. Put them there.
How could I ever be so credulous without a doubt? I kept on walking till today I saw this sprout. Between the black dirt and still with all its strength. But you snatched it up, never revealing its depth. Fragments of those memories are stretching my
Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do like for the flooring outside. Is it gonna be the same floorboards? Like same with the walls. I haven't really planned the color set. Okay, even the doors. I think I was even enjoying the doors just gonna go shoop, shoop. So I can probably do like a brighter light going down it. I've got an ad starting. If you do get an ad, and thank you for watching an ad, it does help support the channel, go get some time to eat. Go get yourself something to eat, drink, stretch, go to the bathroom. All the good stuff you may need right here waiting for you to come on back. Might do. Leave up notepad. Give me a quick second. So I was just making sure that when I wrote in Notepad, I didn't have any file names that would pop up that would be bad. Like, sometimes a file name on my computer is the name of like a password or something, and the file itself has nothing in it. Oh, it has something in it, but like, it's very inconsequential. Alright, let's start writing out everything that I need to unwrap. We've got monitor, the monitor stand, microphone, we've got the laptop stand. I'm going to say the couch because apparently I never properly unwrapped it, or at least not in this version. Flower Pots X2. sugar cane. Ceiling. Door frame, doors. And then down here I'm going to put in the hallway walls, hallway ceiling, hallway floor, balcony ground, balcony barrier. Because that's the... While I technically have something, this is not a proper texture. This was a rush job. Exterior building walls. Exterior building trim. Satellite dish, AC unit. We got lamp posts, X2, snack machine, vending machine, X2. Well, I'm the outbreak, everyone. I am running up a list of everything that needs a proper texture done. We need to do the corner panel, lamp posts. I'm just going to do solo, lamp post, duo, bench, garden, cover up. Dummy buildings. X3 because it's just going to be what it is outside. Rock holder, Aussie rock, exterior ground, exterior barrier. So excluding the times I wrote X3, X2 and whatnot, that makes 33 items in total that has to be unwrapped, which 33 is not all that bad. I can zoom in. Like, yes, this is a lot. But yeah, it's split into the room, the rest of the interior of the house, and then the exterior. This doesn't include the stuff that's going on inside of here because it's the dummy building for now. Hello, Lom. I hope you're doing well. I am slowly unwrapping, and my goodness, it's taking me a long time. I just wrote out everything that needs to be unwrapped. This is a lot of stuff. It's going to take me a while. It also means I'm going to be doing this off stream. So about steadily grinding for a cool unit in Olympus Company. Ooh. Hope it goes well for you. Oh, my armpit hot. But like, the unwrapping that I've done, you can't really see anything because it's like keyboard. Yeah, and I got the mouse. I've not done the stream deck. One thing you do like about Olympus is even if you lost the banner, you can just grind for 400 Sinner shards to redeem it in the shop. And the shop is, but that is kind of cool that they let you do it that way. That's the one thing that's really kind of bugged me about the Persona Phantom X game. At the various, like I was late to getting to play it. So because I was late, I didn't get the nurse character, who was apparently, at the start, one of the best healers you could get. And being a light-based character, that would, I think, the only light element, or like one of two light elements at the very start. And her banner just never came back. And eventually, like, when they did the big update recently, they made it that she's now a part of the free units. Oh, I say free, but it's like whenever there's a banner, she's one of the permanent 5 stars you can get. You know, alongside characters, I think it's meant to be like the original fantasies. Like you got Arn, Ryoji, Morgana, and then there was, I think, 2 other new characters they threw in. And a lot of the time, I just got Morgana. And I'm like, ugh, bye. Another hydrate time? Hydrating. Alright, UV, camera based. I won't worry as much about these being cut properly. I mean, I should. But I'm not. The only time you actually somewhat lose the unit is in the Wild Purchase Night event. Not really losing, you just gotta wait for the event to be up again, they can redeem it. Which is fair, seeing how it's the units, event units are really strong. Fortune, love is free, that's what costs you everything you got. See, it kind of fits to what you said. You love the game, but lust is when you're going to be going for every unit in the game, no matter what, and not wanting to grind. You want instant satisfaction from it, and so it's going to cost you all your money. Like that's the thing about the Persona Phantom X game that I really hated. So like I grind a lot in the game, and then it's like, okay, here's the better character that you've been wanting. You can do the 80 pulls for a 50% chance to get the banner character. Otherwise, you need to do another 80. Or you can just do 110 pulls to guarantee the banner. When you first get the character, they're on Ascension 0. You need to get them 6 additional times for them to hit Ascension 6. And the amount of people I see who've gotten Ascension 6 characters, you just know they are throwing in all of their money into this game. I'm like, why? But then you look up like, oh, how could I beat this event thing? Oh, what you want to do, right? You want Joker on Ascension 6. Because at Ascension 6, he gains this special ability, which allows him to guarantee 2 attacks every turn. Now, Joker's a little bit squishy here, So you are going to want someone who can be a bit of a tank. You want this character over here who will attract all the enemy attention. And Ascension 6, they guarantee that while they have a shield, they have 50% more defense, and all their attacks are based on a defense. Now you would also like to have a Saboteur. The best Saboteur in the game are the Twin Wardens. And at Ascension 6, they guarantee 6 different debuffs every single turn. And on their, or every 2 turns, they get extra moves or extra attacks. You're like, that is several $100 just to get to an Ascension 6, and you want me to have a full team of them. Game's fortune. The important thing is, you have to stop questioning. Bye. Bye. I'm grinding for every Yiseng unit. Need more depressed anime boys that work at Lucky Martin. This doesn't have Ascension at all, which is way better. Oh, 100%. Project Moon is probably one of the few good gacha companies. It's only free to play, friendly. Donate 500 grand to Korean Red Cross. Even got a medal for it. So Frank Project Moon isn't that much of a gacha company. Got the 3 games they made and all standalones. That is pretty good. Like, in a time where people are becoming more and more money hungry, it's good to see that some companies aren't money hungry. How am I gonna dissect the backside of this? Actually worked pretty well for a section we're never gonna actually see. And Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Ruina are the other 2 games generally peak. Library of Ruina, or Ruina. This is the game I'm thinking of. It is! I played a bit of that game, and I was really enjoying it. I unfortunately got to one spot where I got really stuck. I could not progress. But I have heard it has really good music. They've also confirmed that Limber's company is going to get a standalone version after the plot is finished. Ooh. That's insanely good. I wonder if I can just... Kinda can. I mean, I shouldn't. The amount of stretching on this is going to be terrible. Let's put that here. We'll turn on this. Actually, that bit, the corner bit's the only really. Ah, no, up here. But at the same time, it's going to be small. It'll be fine. I'm going to be lazy. I mean, the main thing we need to worry about are the buttons. Trust me, in Hammers, Project Moon games don't have normal difficulty spikes, they have vertical increases. No, that's because you were stuck a week on an invitation in Ruin. Of Ruin. Like, that's what I'm getting stuck at, is like, it's one of the ones. I forget what the plot was happening in it. But like, it's still early-ish game. And I just could not find the way to progress because like I just would take way too much damage. And because it was done as like the roguelike deck builder game, so like Slay the Spire, it relies on luck on what cards you get in your hand. And at any point the RNG can be like, no, you're not getting anything.
Omler, a listener, says, did you hear about the cartoonist found dead at his home? Details are sketchy.
That's bad. I was like, this is the texture for the room. It's just all one long line. Very small, but it worked. Didn't even have Stream Deck in this. I can't even cross it off. I also like how I made this one solid object, but it honestly did not have to be. Camera based, shrink it. How am I gonna cut the legs? Like, in all honesty, I feel like edge loop. Was trying to. See, with these two lines cut, it should unwrap into a straight line. I'm guessing though that because of just how it's kind of equal on both sides, it's just struggling. No, it's not because of that. I'm a dum-dum. It's because it's still a full square. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra geometry into it again. And now it should technically work. Hello, Joji. Hope you're doing well. Fortune cookie. Here we go. Mushu cereal. I still don't understand what that one means. Is it a reference to a show? Or a movie? Or Cocoa Puffs? We've recently started getting tricks over here. Which is very odd. And I tried it and it tastes just like Fruit Loops. Juna! Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Those who don't know me, my name is Temporal Nix. I'm a superhero themed VTuber station in Australia. How was your stream? How was the rest of Avatar? Did you learn any water bending or air bending? Fire bending? Gun bending? Everyone do check out Juna. They are wonderful. They are amazing. They are a great friend. Enjoy your time over there. I am currently having to unwrap every object that I've been modeling. There's 33 here that needs to be unwrapped, that I have recognized as needing it. And so that is what I'm slowly doing. I'm doing it on stream to try and get me started because, oh my goodness, I just need the motivation to start. But at the same time, I'm sitting here going, I'm sorry, this is not the most entertaining stream. Because it's quite literally just this. Trying to make things straighter. Although, I've looked at some UVs from video games, and some of them are quite messy. The textures all look nice, but the UVs are messy. And it always makes me think, maybe I shouldn't be too worried about how messy mine look. Looks like a lot. It is. It really, really is. Wish me the best. Well, thank you. It makes me enjoy your company. Well, thank you for that comment as well. I mean, I don't know how much longer I can stream for. Just because this is very draining. And I've always hated doing streams that aren't entertaining. Unhealthy hydrating. Healthy hydrate. I will do the posture check. I am in a pretty good posture at the moment, but I was using my foot pedaler thing before, and the constant motion of this causes my chair to rock a little bit, and when that happens, I don't know who else gets this, but sometimes like the back of my shirt will just roll upwards a little bit. Not sitting on my foot? I am not sitting on my foot. I am being good for now. Okay, that bit's done. Now I just need to do the same for this thing. I will try and do this proper. We go tools, smooth. That I can just keep like that. Goes flat. Now. Yeah. He's flashing lower back. I mean, you can't see it because my chair's in the way. I never really noticed how much that one tune happens. The dun 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 dun. Like throughout this song. There it is again. Can't handle it. It's just a back, everyone. Everyone's got a back. Creativity is all that I got, so let me shout and wake you up. Let me wake you up. While the fireflies dance on a new moon night, she tempts me with her glistening eyes. The sky above changes its color from dawn till dusk. I wonder why. Is this a curse or just a wrong guess? I'm floating on the clouds without wings. All of a sudden the end might come, so I don't act like someone else until the time is up. I can't give up on you before this time is up. I leave all my regrets between the lines of lines. There we are. Hello, desk caddy. Go pass away? Why will you pass away? I was saying earlier, Jenna, like just you playing Avatar, it reminded me, there was this post online about people angry at the Ninja Turtles magic set because of the power creep that's happened. Because when the Avatar set came out, there was a card where it cost 1 green mana, 3 colorless, and it would enchant a creature with a +1/+1 counter, and if it attacked, at the end of the turn, it would double its attack. The Ninja Turtles has one where it's 1 green mana, 1 colorless, adds that +1/+1 counter. After an attack, it'll double its amount of +1/+1 counters. And then when it goes over 10, something happens. And people are going, oh, the power creep. It's too cheaper to come out. It is so much more powerful. I'm like, you have spells that can just insta-kill. You got a black deck, just kill it. You got a red deck, deal damage before it can do anything. You got a blue deck, counter it. You got a green deck, well, spam the field and get more powerful things out. But then I also look at that and I'm like, what if I get a green unit out, give it that, any unit, give it that enchantment and get my Earth Crystal, because the Earth Crystal doubles the amount of 1/1 counters the creature gets, which means at the end of its attack, it'll gain the second 1/1 counter. It'll double its 1/1 counters. The Earth Crystal should activate, doubling the amount it just gained. So if it had 2 1/1 counters, it doubles it to 4, that activates, it takes it to 6, so really it just tripled it. I said earlier it would quadruple it, but no. Correct. Power creep. Anyway, use 3 mana to make it unable to attack. Pretty much. Like, my argument for it is that I've been looking at some of the more recent cards that have been coming out, and there is a lot of cards that are like, no, you don't do this. No, that's just stopped. No, that's dead. Yeah, there's quite a lot of them. And so I kind of look at it as not so much a power creep, and it's like, oh, what are we going to do? Like, for that enchantment, it's more to try and make sure that you can still compete. If anything, the ease of access to insta-kills is the power creep. I don't want to unwrap anymore. The outside of the building still looks terrible, so that's my old texture. I gotta look up what buildings look like. Yeah, funny words, Magic Man. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's funny to me to hear people blame the Ninja Turtle set for power creep, and it's like, well, in reality, the only reason why a power creep would be happening is because previous sets were becoming too strong. And people go, oh, but it's happening to green specifically. They're getting the power creep. Well, that means they've been underpowered. What did the sugarcane look like? The sugarcane, they still aren't being textured or anything. Sugarcane. But turn off the wireframe. So they've got these little ridges. Yeah, each of the leaves come off. I really should have unwrapped these leaf things first. So now I've got to figure out how to unwrap it. I try it when you come over. I don't have sugarcane in the backyard, but we have bamboo growing because our old neighbor, apparently her husband gifted her a bamboo plant before he passed. And so she planted it in the backyard and like in remembrance of him. And like she has since moved, and I think she unfortunately has passed away. But that bamboo, oh my goodness, you just cannot get rid of it. It has now gone into our backyard. We try to remove it whenever we can, and it just keeps growing and killing everything. It's gonna let us shoot. Who's the worst? It is terrible. You'll get caught up on one thing, don't see the forest for the trees, pretty much. Like, in actuality, like power creep for me in a card game. If you were to look at the One Piece card game, I think it was like the second or third set, they had the character Enel become a leader card. Where, as a quick rundown, One Piece card game, think of it like Commander. You have your commander, and your deck can only be the commander's colors, but it's known as your leader. Your leader is always in play. They have a certain amount of life, and you have to deal, like if a leader has 4 life, you need to deal 4 damage and then get 1 additional attack. If you have someone have double hit or double strike, so they deal 2 damage and they only have 1 life left, that doesn't count as the finishing blow, because you got to remove that life and then get 1 more successful attack. And Nell is a pain, because his ability is that when he's, like, during your turn, or even during your opponent's turn, I think, when he, like, once per turn, when his life hits 0, put the top card of your deck onto your life. Meaning, instead of 2 attacks for the win, like when someone's knocked down to 1, you need to get 3 attacks. Like, you can even just look at it as, oh, you remove their life, so that's 1 attack. And Nell is always 3 attacks for the win. And as long as they get a couple blockers out, you can't really do anything. And every single set since Enel came out, Enel has always remained as the top meta deck. Where they then went, hey, here's, let's say like the Vegapunk deck. Very powerful. Oh, look how strong it is. People go, oh man, the power creep. This is way too ridiculous of a card. Well, some of the yellow cards that came in that set, people found out work really well with Enel. So, Enel gets that. They have a card in which it's like, you lose a life, your opponent loses a life, or something like that. Or like you sacrifice take yourself down to 1 life. Wipe your opponent's board. You're like, oh, this is perfect for Enel because he still needs that 3 attacks. That's power creep. You know, because they had to increase the power of every other deck to make it compatible with Enel. And they then had to turn around and go, oh, we need to ban these other cards. Like, there was a Trafalgar Law deck. Red, purple. Red is all about, like, having haste and fast attacks similar to magic. Purple is about energy manipulation. You gain your energy quicker, and you can also sacrifice your energy to do big effects. And his entire thing is, he never goes above 3 energy. He keeps removing it to keep a full board. And even like turn 2, you can get your heaviest hitters. It is ridiculous. And that the creators of the game turned around and said, hey, so he's banned, but we're going to release a new version for those who are playing in tournaments. You're going to get it for free. in which it's the same red purple, but his ability can only be used on heart pirates. It can't be used to bring out anyone. One of the Navy characters, Sakazuki, I think it is, like the Magma Man, he had an ability where you could basically just, I can't remember what exactly it did, but it was basically like you get an extra draw every turn. He was a painful card, so they got rid of him and they brought in a replacement leader for a downgraded version. And they still have Enel. And I'm like, why? Why will you not get rid of the card like the leader that everyone hates? Like, purple? Oh yeah, so like One Piece has 6 colors, so same with Magic, they have they have blue, or blue, green, red, yellow, which would be like the light ones, and black. And then they have the addition of purple. So red was like, get characters out with haste or just as strong, like it's your beat down basic deck. Blue was more for like drawing a lot of cards, like deck manipulation sort of stuff. Green was more defensive, and so you could spam out the field a little bit. Purple is energy manipulation, so because every turn you got 2 Don cards, which is your energy, up to a maximum of 10 in the field. They would have effects that give you more or take them away. And so you're constantly manipulating how much you have for various effects. My favorite deck, which is Germa 66, it used that quite a lot. So I'm constantly low on energy in that one. Yellow was basically life manipulation, like you gain more life, you spend your life. And then black is basically just field removal. Like they had a lot of effects where it's like lower your opponent's card's cost. Like you may spend 6 energy to bring out a card, and then on your opponent's turn they go, oh, I bring out this guy. It lowered its cost down to a 3, and now I will play this guy. Anyone of your side who's cost 3 or less, dead. Hello, Kiro. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. What in the mire? Apologies, I saw bit to see that. I am today unwrapping a lot of the world. I say a lot of the world, I unwrapped a few things in the office. I have unwrapped, the lights, keyboard, the mouse, the desk mat, stream deck, and this thing. Oh, I did do the desk and the computer. I've got all of this to do. Okay, I'm gonna mark that with an X. Yes, I did. But yeah, I'm kind of talking about card games at the moment because I'm trying to fill out stream time so I can be like, oh, it's time to end. Now, what are all these little random things? First, I was changed pink. Now I am changed to my weird 4 colors. Jonah, 87% heroic, 90% villainous, 94% slime. You're more slime than villain. Hero, 61% villainous, 20% heroic, 31% slime. You are villainous today. Regular took 88% heroic, 83% villainous, 9% slime. So you're heroic. Look, you have 3 stats in life. Your heroic points, your villainous points, and your slime points. If I was to ever make a superhero game, slime would definitely be an alignment. I don't know what slime would be. I just know I got so much to do. I got a lot. Thankfully, these lower bits I can actually get rid of. We made progress. Aww, thank you for the headpats and the hugs. Part of me saying the whole joke of like, oh, I'm trying to fill in time. I actually am very tired, even though I slept in today and I had a nap before stream. My eyeballs are very sore today, hence the blindfold. So I'm gonna have to end stream. Like, I don't want to end early, but I feel like I have to just because I am tired. Gotta block out the blue light. Well, it's not so much the blue light, it's more just I wasn't blinking. It's one of the things that when I'm trying to focus on stuff, I just stop blinking, and unwrapping the keyboard took over an hour doing all the keys, and then I realized I hadn't blinked. I didn't blink. I know, it's the copyright strike song. I mean, I will still be on Discord if anyone wants to chat. But let's raid Shale Lee. I haven't raided them in a while. Don't know Shale Lee. Shale Lee is wonderful. Might stop in for a bit. I'm more than happy for chats. Like, hi. Almost raided them. Ooh. I'm gonna post the raid messages. You're subbed, you may use the first one. If you're not subbed, you may use the second one. It just creates that sense of community. I like to have community, you know? Oh, but I'll be back again tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow is the midday stream of Dark Souls 3 with Sideline. I'm actually looking forward to it. It's been a couple weeks. Yeah, and last week Sideline was feeling unwell. Week before that, I was house sitting. And hopefully tomorrow, the neighbor's dog is quiet. Fingers crossed. But that's going to be it for me for now. Do take care of yourselves, chat. Always wonderful having you here. Always wonderful seeing you. As always, keep being you. Keep being awesome. And keep being amazing, chat, because you're the only you that can be you. Do take care of yourselves. Bye, chat. This is Nick, signing on out.
Empty glass, reflecting that's a truth.